Hey Watcher Shrimpers, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to share with you a story that reminds us why we fell in love with this hobby in the first place. So before we begin, I want to give a special big shout out to Stream Passion for opening their doors and allowing us to step inside this world of quiet beauty and care, where every tank, every stream, and every decision reflects one man's lifelong devotion to animals and do things the right way. So let's begin the story of Stream Passion and the man behind it, David UJ. So let me get him to introduce it in French.
Bonjour, bienvenue chez Shrimp Passion. Je m'appelle David et aujourd'hui je suis avec Béné de chez Shrimp Sanctuary. Je suis un grand passionné d'aquariophilie depuis plus de 25 ans et aujourd'hui je vous présente ma Shrimp Room.
So what began as a simple job turned into a decade-long education in responsibility, care, and patience. So over 10 to 15 years, he rose from sales manager to a store manager, learning not only about animals, but about people, their passion, their mistakes, and their love for the creatures they cared for. So those years built the foundation for everything that came later. Because in that store, surrounded by tanks and customers, he realized something powerful. Caring for life isn't just about the products, it's about understanding balance. So when David left the pet store after so many years, he stood at a crossroad. He didn't know what would come next, but he asked himself one honest question. I have spent my life with animals and aquariums. Why not pour everything I have learned into something of my own? And that's how Stream Passion began. Not with investors or business plans, but with a dream and a few tanks. He wanted to create a place where quality matters more than profit, where every product, every decision served the stream first. Because he believed that when you care for the life correctly, the rewards, the real ones, always will follow. So that quiet decision became the seed of Stream Passion. And over the past 2 years, that seed has grown into a thriving ecosystem built on patience, ethics, and purpose. So by the way, for those of you watching this right now, you can claim 20% off any Stream Sanctuary products on Stream Passion website. Just type in the code Stream Sanctuary. So it's my way of saying thank you for supporting this journey, for keeping this passion alive. Now back to the video. Today, David's stream room holds around 70 tanks, each about 54 liters thereabout, and every tank runs like a miniature ecosystem, balanced, calm, and alive. Water changes done in Caridina tanks are done every 2 weeks, new Caridina every 4 weeks. It changes only 10 to 15% each time, respecting the rhythm of nature. He feeds his streams 3 times a week, supplements them with botanicals, and uses the calyx ball to maintain the natural biofilm and microorganism. Because when the environment is right, nature does most of the work. When you step into David's stream room, it feels peaceful, almost minimalistic. But behind that simplicity lies mastery. He avoids overfeeding. He keeps 2 to 3 Yamato streams in each tank for maintenance, just to feed off the algae. He runs 8 to 9 hours of light and fills the tanks with purposeful plants, each chosen not for looks but for function, to stabilize and absorb nitrates. He often says, every unnecessary product, every shortcut brings imbalance. It's not about doing more, it's about doing right. David doesn't just breed streams, so he builds ecosystems that live and breathe. His tanks look spotless, yet teem with life. Babies survive because beneath the surface lies a foundation of healthy bacteria, biofilm, and balance. He works mainly with Caridina, Neocaridina, and Sulawesi streams. To him, this isn't a business, it's a conversation between human care and nature's design. When he feeds them, he takes time to watch. Stream emerge from hiding, gathering around the food, moving gracefully together. It's in those quiet moments that he finds joy, a reminder that this hobby is about connection, not competition. David learned everything the hard way. There were no mentors at the time, no YouTube channels at the time, no guides where he began. So he failed, restarted, and failed again. So over the past few years that he has been doing this, he discovered that RODI water is far superior than his tap water, and that CO2 system can potentially harm his stream. So that, and also the ornamental decoration, though pretty, but unnecessary. He learned the quiet power of biofilm and dangers of nitrate, and most of all, he learned that stream keeping rewards patience, not speed. Today, he reminds new hobbies. Don't follow too many voices. Follow results from hobbies you can see. Because experience always speaks louder than hype. David only sells what he personally uses. So every product you see, from food and botanicals to the reset basket, has been tested in his own tank first. If it doesn't perform, it never reaches the shelf. He even turned away customers who are not ready because he believes selling live comes with responsibility. And that's something I deeply respect. Every livestock shipment he sends includes a free acclimatization kit, complete with a drip tube and a clear instruction, because he still remembers how it feels to lose streams to poor acclimatization. He also adds botanical samples and small gifts, not as marketing but as lessons, small ways to help others understand nature a little better. We had a friendly competition to see who could assemble the reset basket faster. He finished first, but the real point wasn't speed. It was realizing that the 5 minutes we spent assembling the basket can help hobbyists save days, if not weeks of time throughout their journey in the hobby. David isn't chasing big numbers or expansion. He's protecting quality because, as he always says, when you grow too fast, you risk losing the soul of what stream passion truly stands for: sincerity, care, and patience. In April 2026, next year, David plans to open his own small shop, a place not just to buy streams, but to experience them. He wants visitors to see real tanks, ask questions, and feel what balance looks like in person. The shop will open twice a week, just enough to connect, teach, and inspire. It's not about scaling up, it's about creating a space where stream keeping becomes education, passion, and storytelling combined. Every tank in David's room reflects his philosophy: crystal clear waters, active, vibrant streams, a keeper's quiet devotion behind every glass. He spends hours maintaining, observing, and perfecting, not because he has to, but because he loves to. And that love shows. Stream Passion isn't just a brand name, it's a living symbol of what happens when you put heart before hype. And David's dream is simple: to inspire more people to slow down, listen to their tanks, and build ecosystem rather than collections. Because behind every healthy stream is a keeper who truly cares. As we leave his workspace, one feeling lingers: passion still exists in its purest form. In a world filled with shortcuts and trends, it's refreshing to meet someone who still believes in long-term care, sincerity, and love for the craft. David's story reminds us that stream keeping isn't just about water parameters or feeding schedules. It's about purpose, patience, and respect for life itself. And that's what stream passion represents: the belief that when you do things with heart, everything else will follow. Thank you for watching the video, and until next time, peace out.